boys and girls, me again. Bit late on my videos this week, but just a few things. First things first, first announcement is there will be no news this week. Well, tonight at least, as there has been an email sent by Michael Callanan, I think his name is, that's been going around, so I might make mention of that, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. Tonight is review time, and the first review is going to be quite a lengthy one. And it is, of course, this stuff. What's so special about this? Well, we shall see. It's from a company called Vaping, with a beast based in the Philippines, and we're going to basically rebuild my iGo. So let's get into closely up you can. Right then, obviously most of you will know what this is. It's an iGo L. It's my chief reviewing dripping atomizer, and it's brought out for sub-ohm vaping. Most of the time that'll be, I think it's a 1.5mm hole or 1mm hole. Now I've already used the Monster Vape stuff, and you'll see it gives off a lovely crackle. I'll pop that back, there's a bit of juice on it. Fairly decent cloudage, but that one's getting a bit worn out. So I've been asked by Midlands Vaping, I'm sure there'll be a link here somewhere, who I acquired it from, to review it, and here we go. Now, normally when I'm re-wicking this I use my 3mm eco wool silica cord. Obviously we're not going to use that tonight, and forget that, that was another 3mm wick, and 0.8 by 0.1 Camphor D ribbon. If you can see that in the packet there at all. Obviously not going to be using that tonight. That's also my ribbon, my wire, again Camphor on a spool. Often if I'm doing sub-ohm I'll use this as opposed to that, because that gives quite high resistance. So I'm going to get rid of that. Let's get the old scissors out. And the ever faithful, doesn't matter if you're a smoker or a vapor, pokey. And of course a screwdriver. Now in the packet you get two sets of wick. You get a 3mm and a 2mm silica wick, and it feels different from the start and doesn't unravel as easy as something like the eco wool or regular silica that I've had in the past does. So we'll use the thicker stuff tonight. Put that to one side of the bag. You do also get a very funky sticker, which I will take a photo of and probably use as the thumbnail, which you may have already seen. And of course you get a nice little spool of wire. It's very good Camphor ribbon and just seems to just work excellently. So let's just even though that's starting to dry out, it still gives a very good hit. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. Whip that off. Locking ring on that, pop that to one side. Always have a spare from when you're rebuilding. I find a Atty stand of some sort. This is my old Sigelli head. Keep everything stable and removable when you're working. As you can see, I've used a very short wick there. That's just to try it out, and that gave off something stupid. It's a 4-out coil. So let's start by removing that. Get a bit of tissue. As you can see, I'm at the man cave again this week. Actually got internet so we can upload stuff. Finally cracked the internet here. And there we go. I'm going to use a slightly longer wick than last time, so I can get a bit more wrapped down in the atomizer itself. As you can see, immediately, even with my long nails picking up, it just doesn't seem to want to unravel. and it stays put when you twist it up. So let's give that a little test fit. That should fit in quite nicely. Just wrap this up, and this has travelled around quite extensively with me now, at least from Dudley back to Worcester, Worcester over to Cheltenham, and it doesn't seem to want to unravel at all. So let's get ourselves a little length of camphor. Email dropping in, where's that gone? It's very hard to see on my Mother's Union Jack table. And again, unlike that sort of round stuff, that's only just clipped on there. Right, straighten this out. I shall get on to the business of flaming, which that really doesn't need, but I always do it to my ribbon anyway. So I shall get that done now, off camera, and back in a second. Right, this is being flamed, and the reason I flame is to remove any chemicals that may have been left on this, any residue, and to reduce that level of springiness, makes it a little stiffer, so it's a little easier to wrap. So I'm going to aim for a 3.5 to 4 wrap coil. Obviously the trick here is getting your first wrap nice, and of course evenly spaced. So that's 1 wrap, 2 wraps, 3, it might actually even be 4, 3.5 there. So space these out a bit. The thing about being a guitarist is you have an excuse to have long fingernails. In fact, somebody complimented me on them the other day at an appointment. Said, "So you play guitar?" "I play guitar also." I was like, "Yeah dude, let's get this over and done with. I want to go home and play with toys." Let's see, can that go on there nicely? What do you reckon? Yeah, I've got to go with that. It's quite nice to check that bottom coil out. Just space that off a little bit more. Forgive me if I seem I'm rushing. We went into Cheltenham Town Centre today, bought quite a few DVDs, so we've got quite a night planned ahead of films, both classic and new. There we go. It's a nice coil set there. Right, now the fun part. I'm going to do this off camera, screw it down, but you see where I'm going. Okay? And here we are. Let me finish, let's just see. We finished sort of 3.5 wrap coil. Just about make that out. Now for the jiggery pokery. Now forgive the plugging sounds coming from behind the camera. Mrs. Fury is settling down to play Crime City or something on her new iPhone. It's a 5S. And you can still wind up Siri. Something quick. There we go. Single tailed coil, all nicely tucked in. So let's get that off of the stand and onto a mod. And the battery in the mod has been charged today, come off about an hour ago. Not used very much, mostly for the purposes of showing you what that stuff was like in the first place. O-ring popping out there. As you will make note, I've only got 1 O-ring on my iGo out. There's a reason for that. The second one was poop. Okay, so let's get this glow in, shall we? Look at that. Instant even glow. Can't feel it shorting at all. That's nice and hot. Now, no pulsing really should be done on an almost flat battery, but this is the strength of this stuff. It's just amazing. The switch is starting to get a bit hot now, so we'll just take that off. Let that cool. rearrange the camera, and we shall see what it vapes like. And no, I'm not going to be doing an 18mg PG based tobacco flavoured liquid. I'm not that much of a knob. And so there you have it, Monster Coil and Wick making kit. Now, where, I hear you say, do you get this wonderful new gubbins from? That's easy, Midlands Vaping. I believe it's .co.uk, but I will provide a correct link across the bottom and in the description below, as per. And as most of you know, my memory is awful and shocking at the best of times, and I mostly do all this unscripted. Does it show? That was Mrs. Fury there mumbling in the background. You get it in a lovely little packet like that. In there you get a wicked little sticker as well. I've got to say their logo or business emblem is really well designed. It's brilliant stuff. Monster Vape, it's £8 a packet, and you do get, I believe, a metre of 2 wicks and the wire. Well, the ribbon in this case. And having used it extensively for about a week on that old coil, which, given it's still here, doesn't oxidise it like the bad oxidising that we don't want that badly, and it just wraps so well, and it doesn't unravel, and it's brilliant stuff. And there's Georgie boy. So let's get a bit of the next review, which is a secret for now. Drip on, shall we? Sounds like a disease, doesn't it?
But the unique question.
You know, all the drip ons. There we go, get a nice liberal dollop of drip-ins on. So good. Crackle-tastic. Now obviously, sub-ohm vaping, learn about what you're doing first, because if done incorrectly it can cause problems, such as burnt lips, as I found in one case when I went a bit too low, but that's my own silly fault. So here we go. I always think the clouds I produce are pretty lame, and that probably is lame, but bear in mind, wow, the flavour on that is good. Bear in mind it is a single coil on a tail wick, very very simple. The flavour on it is astounding. I mean, when I first tasted the secret juice, which we'll find out in tonight's next video, when I tried it last night in talking with Great eVape, the flavour was astounding then. Now it's just wow. Lovely. Vapour production off a single coil, high res. I think that come in at something like 0.8 of an ohm. It was pretty damn good, and off a single wick. And I am going to be saying to everyone else that I've brought silica and eco wall and wire off before, you got competition on your hands. I will be buying this from now on. Of course I received this for pretty much just filming the vape meet, but as discussed with Midlands Vaping also, they'd like a review on it, my opinion. Of course my reviews are always just, as always, my opinion only, but if you're good at your coil making and your wick building, I've seen some amazing results off this, and even in watching back some of my own videos and reviews, I've seen some pretty amazing clouds come out of my mouth off a single coil and wick. If I can do that with just that little tiny piece, imagine what you can do with a roller coaster, or like butterfly dual coils and super micro coils and whatnot. I mean, this stuff is just astounding. Monster Vaping, 10 out of 10. The Fury approves. I've been to Fury 79. She has been
A pain in the ass.
a pain in the ass. You lot have been gorgeous, as always. Peace.
Bye.